Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Salah. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Mateus. That is good strength. That's good defending. Defending in numbers. Hernus gets flagged offside. And here's Vitinha. Threads one in. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Opts to play it back. Gerrard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Gerrard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short, and it's Zanetti. Lofted it. Terrific header! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well.
He's having a shot! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Zanetti, showing great feet there. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be 3 minutes at
Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre?
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rummenigge. That has ended up in no man's land. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's Van Basten! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti trying to keep this in. Oh, Waters takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Inter, after 54 minutes, is number 26.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player that's very much moulded.
He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Victoria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Opts for safety. Carvajal. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Salah. Rummenigge. And he's intervened well there. Cleared without complication. That's Cannavaro.
Victoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mohamed Salah has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rijkaard gets it away. Cannavaro. Mateus. Vitinha. It's anyone's ball now. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good ball! Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. Batistuta. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Pernis, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Bergkamp. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Howson with the clearance. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Victoria are looking to go forward now.
Victoria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Salah. And here's a player who has defined a generation. And that should get the job done. Quality ball. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute
To stoppage
at a
time, whistle due any moment. Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! Victoria back on level terms! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pernis.
Victoria have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Eintracht Frankfurt appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Zanetti. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's burst through. Might be danger. Real chance! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! And again they hit the front. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Chiellini. Well seen, saw that coming. Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. It's a goal kick. Zanetti. Hernes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vitinha. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's got the beating of his man.
Added minutes has been indicated.
It's loose. He's gone for goal. Lacking in accuracy.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he
goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's been won straight back. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Hernes. That is good alertness. And now they can clear their lines. And he's intervened well there. That ball looks a good one. It's Salah! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well then, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, important interception. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Salah. Back into the middle. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Salah. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, that's well spotted. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Taken back almost at once. Neymar. And it's Kukçu. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Ball played for Kukçu. Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. Ernest. And it's Salah. So what can they make of this? Rummenigge. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for the run. Crosses it in. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
By the local police. Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Rijkaard. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Mohamed Salah, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. Backward it goes. That's an excellent interception. Almost an hour gone. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Vitinha, and the counter is on. And Mohamed Salah. And that pass just didn't quite work. Keeper's got good distance on that, and reclaimed it in a trice. Howson gets over and intercepts. Mateus. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marquinhos. Spread it left. It's a promising position.
Colorado Springs clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Tries to pass it through. Great ball if he can. Takes a shot! Whistle's gone, and And the referee has given a penalty. Victoria have themselves a chance from the spot. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. That is some save from Khan. And that's a poor penalty.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. Neymar shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So we have our breakthrough. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Added
Vitinha.
minutes has been indicated.
That's a decent clearance. Zanetti. Mateus. Victoria finding their passes. Rummenigge. A true great in every sense of the word. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mateus. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And now they can clear their lines.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Modric.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Shot could be on. Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. And here's Musiala. Musiala! Has another go! Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Mateus. And he was quick to react. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Musiala. Now it's Vinicius. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Howson clears it away. Real chance! It's there! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's up.
And he's had a hit! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. And it's Salah. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Modric. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, good spread. Vitinha gets into some space. And back out it comes. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
This is a lost
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
On the field, number 42, Musiala.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 6.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is expertly dealt with. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Rummenigge. Oh, just skips past his man. Rummenigge! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's got tall. Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Vitinha. That's good running with the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vittoria still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
We knew what was coming, and he has... And the finish! Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Well seen, saw that coming. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Hernes. Modric. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Adams gets over and intercepts. Mohamed Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp.
New Mexico clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That looks a cracking ball. Shot, surely!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
He's found a way through. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good ball! Tries a shot! Oh, yes! It's there! And that has raised the roof! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That's that, the end. Victoria have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mohamed Salah picking up the man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Massaro!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vittoria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Milan finding their passes. Oh, well played, well played. And he shoots! Oh, off the bar! Costa Curta. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking to play him in. Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vittoria are looking to go forward now.
Vittoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hernus is onto this. Knocks it into space. Hernus. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Quality ball. Now it's Batistuta. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary. And it's been played. And Batistuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hernus. Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good-looking ball. Massaro looking understandably energised after his goal. Takes a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. Searching pass he's played there. That has not gone well. Some resolute defending there. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that looks a decent ball. In towards, he rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
João Cancelo. That's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Hernus. That's a cute ball. Now there's a... Oyarzabal! And they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Quick reminder today, please